Football supporters from around the world, welcome here to Leverkusen. Here we are at the Bayer Arena, this stadium that was recently built or rebuilt back in 2009. Now the full capacity here today, 30,000 for this game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Bayer Leverkusen, the team with Jupp Heynckes, the 65-year-old, just turned 65, Jupp Heynckes, the man who used to be at Borussia Mönchengladbach all those years ago, in the glory years of the 70s, where he developed himself as a player, went on there to be one of the best strikers that Europe has seen. Also had his first coaching opportunity with Gladbach, and now facing his old club for the 15th time. Let's take a look at the home team. Jupp Heynckes 11 here today, Bayer Leverkusen. Well, compared to last week's game, that was against Borussia Dortmund in that 2-0 win, there are no changes there, apart from the fact that the midweek game in the Europa League against Simferopol in that 3-1 victory, 5 changes to that team, where Hübner, Ballack, Kiesling were all arrested. Kadlec and Augusto were substitutes on that day. Let's take a look at Michael Fronzek here and his team from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Just one change to the team that drew 1-1 at home last week on match day 1 against Nuremberg. Patrick Herrmann comes in, and Bobadilla is on the bench. So, Idrissou up front today with Reus. That's an interesting constellation. Marco Reus, the German under-21 international, featuring up front, and more of a winger. But today, a real whirlwind gets the opportunity to prove himself up front. The substitutes bench, we just saw a couple of interesting names there. Manuel Friedrich, the man from Bayer Leverkusen, who played most of the games in the defense alongside Hübner last season, still on the bench. Patrick Helmes with the number 9, his name we just saw as well. A prolific goal scorer last season, or the season before, better said, with 21 goals. Last season, due to so many injury worries, wasn't really able to get into the starting lineup, and certainly not past Stefan Kiesling, who he himself scored 21 goals for Leverkusen last time out. Today, it's all about the number 13. There he is on your TV screen. Welcome back, Mr. Ballack. In the Premier League and in England, everyone knew him as Michael. We're back in the Bundesliga now. Welcome back, Michael. Michael Ballack, the former, in inverted commas, captain and skipper of the German national team. Now, he hasn't been involved for some time due to, of course, injuries. Wasn't at the World Cup, as you probably will realise and have heard. You were there watching the TV screens for the World Cup 2010 in South Africa. The captain then for the German team was Philipp Lahm. And still a big battle going on at the moment in the press and in the media. Who will be the captain of the German team? At the moment, for the forthcoming game for the Germans, it will be Philipp Lahm and not Michael Ballack. Still not 100% fit, as he said himself recently in the newspapers. I'm at about 90% at the moment. But as far as Jupp Heynckes is concerned, it's enough for the starting lineup for the second time. An impeccable midfield player, and of course a true leader as well. So Leverkusen here in the dark strip on the right-hand side here, the visitors from Gladbach, Borussia Mönchengladbach, the 5 times German champions, 2 times European Cup winners, and the Champions League winners of 1977. In recent times, not quite the glory days of the 70s. Referees, Mr. Wolfgang Stark, the 40-year-old, together with his 2 assistants, Jan-Hendrik Salver and Mike Pickle. So, football supporters around the globe, wherever you may be, welcome back to the Bundesliga match day 2. Sunday afternoon, local time, 15:30, so it's 3:30 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon. My name is Gary Preston. Welcome to the Bay Arena. Leverkusen against Borussia Mönchengladbach. The man we just saw on the TV screen, that was Marco Reus. This man, you know, famous number 13 for Michael Ballack. Will be interesting to see how the 33-year-old will perform here today. Not a brilliant performance in his first game, but still a 2-0 victory for Leverkusen away from home in Dortmund. The visitors in white here. Tobias Levels, the right back. Roel Brewers, the Dutchman. Only player that played every single minute, by the way, the number 4 here on the ball for Borussia Mönchengladbach. One of 4 players in the Bundesliga that managed that. That was Dante. Excellent defender as well, and certainly alongside Roel Brewers. Those two belong to the best defensive pair last season. Ball through from Levels. A run for Mohamedou Idrissou. 30-year-old from Cameroon. Also featured at the World Cup, where he had 3 games as a substitute. There's the head coach, Michael Fronzek. Took over in July 2009 at Gladbach. 46-year-old. Excellent coach. Was a great player, I thought, as well, Fronzek. Played at Gladbach, of course, Stuttgart and Freiburg. Gonzalo Castro with the through ball here for Kiesling. That was Reinhardt alongside Sami Hoops. Just about an hour before the game started, by the way. It was stated by the club Leverkusen that Sami Hoopier had just extended his contract until 2012. This year, in October, he will be turning 37. And still as fit as a fiddle. Little flick from Kiesling. Dante's there. Long high ball from Logan Bailly, the Belgian keeper. Was a bit doubtful before today's game. Slip from Brewers in midfield, but covered nicely here. There's the left back, Michal Kadlec from the Czech Republic. Tranquillo Barnetta, the Swiss international. Castro. Renato Augusto with the number 10. Dispossessed. This is Bradley. Michael Bradley, the USA international, who I thought was the best player as far as the USA boys were concerned at the World Cup. Had a great time in midfield in his 4 World Cup appearances. 1 goal as well against Slovenia. Hoopier. Arturo Vidal, the man alongside Michael Ballack in midfield. Augusto. Renato Augusto, the Brazilian. Bradley. Idrissou. The long legs of the man from Cameroon. New signing, by the way, at the beginning of the season from Freiburg. And that's the first shot on goal. 4 minutes and 16 seconds into the game by the Swiss international Tranquillo Barnetta. Looks as though Ballack is already huffing and puffing here. Last season, 32 matches for Chelsea. Managed 5 goals as well. Over 100 Premier League matches for Chelsea in those 3-4 seasons. René Adler, the man who was supposed to be the #1 between the posts for Germany until his injury. That saw Manuel Neuer, who took his opportunity very well indeed, I think you will agree. Excellent goalkeeper, and that's not a problem that Germany have at the moment. A whole host of great keepers also in the league. That was Kiesling. Bit too far for Barnetta. The man himself, Jupp Heynckes. $195 goals he scored in his time with Borussia Mönchengladbach in 283 Bundesliga matches. Also played in 4 of Gladbach's 5 league championships between 71 and 77. He was a truly great player. He's a great coach as well. Patrick Herrmann up front started his run, but Bradley was dispossessed in midfield, and that gives, or gave, Leverkusen the opportunity for the quick break. Kadlec. Been here for a couple of years now, coming from Sparta Prague. There he is. As far as I'm concerned, the best left back that Leverkusen have had since Diego Placenti, the Argentine, back in 2005. Levels. Interesting ball forward, but a foul here, signalised straight away by the referee's assistant. The foul from Patrick Herrmann. First start here today for him in this campaign. Managed 3 starts in his 13 appearances, the young man, just 19 years of age. But a very versatile winger. Meaning not just the left or the right-hand side, but can also play almost as a playmaker as well. Ballack. Lob forward, that's a typical Ballack ball, and luckily for the visiting team, Dante was covering well. Dirdiak thumbs up. That was a good ball from Ballack. Marco Reus, we just saw on the TV screen, the man with the blonde hair that stands rather than sits on his head. Arango's header. There's Reus. Good tackle. Bradley. Intercepted nicely by Augusto. Barnetta. Leverkusen with Ballack, and it was brought down by Dante, but the referee, Mr. Wolfgang Stark, allowed play to continue. He gave Leverkusen the advantage, and then, having realised that the ball was going nowhere, free kick. Well, it should have been. Well, that was my opinion. Philip Dahms. Bradley. Brewers. Levels. Reus. Huppier. Who stopped Torben Marx from coming through there. Ballack with Augusto. And again, another good ball from Ballack. This is I was about to say a promising attack here down the left wing, but again Leverkusen letting that one slip. Dante. Idrissou. Bit of a battle here with Stefan Reinhardt, the man who is playing for Manuel Friedrich. Very versatile man, the 21-year-old with the number 3 for Leverkusen. Centre half or defensive midfield, has even played as right or left back as well. What they call an all-rounder. Hupia. Barnetta. Whoa, that is typical Kiesling. Stefan Kiesling. The best ever Kiesling last season. He scored more goals than Gomez, Klose and Podolski together, the other German strikers. And still at the World Cup, he was just a substitute on 2 occasions. Well done, Hupia. Randy Adler still had to get down and save that one, though. That was the best chance we've seen so far. That header from Kiesling, not a bad effort, and a good save too from Logan Bailly. There he is, Kiesling. Played against England and against Uruguay as late substitutions in the World Cup. Augusto. Castro. Again, wrong. Those two, Augusto and Castro. Hupia. So Leverkusen trying to find an opening or get the ball out of their own defence. They've done it now, and maybe Level's got a touch to it. That's Kiesling. Trying to poke it through there for Augusto. Bradley, counter-attack now for Gladbach. It's not a bad one. This is Royce. He's a real whirlwind. That's a brilliant ball through. And this has to be, and it isn't, the opening goal. Well, on 12 and a half minutes dead, surely that should have been the first goal. Idrissou, if he had taken it on his own, in actual fact, it is offside. I thought that the linesman had given it offside for that one, but where we're sitting, couldn't quite see that there. Well, definitely right. Frontek can argue as much as he wants to. The referee's assistant, Mr. Pickle, on the far side, got it all right. Barnetta brought down by Hermann. And he got a touch to the ball, but a lot of the Swiss international as well. Idrissou. Royce wants the ball. He's waited a bit too long, maybe Idrissou for that one. Kiesling. Dirdiok. Kiesling. Turns in nicely. Dante with the header. 2 young boys, Royce and Hermann. Long ball for Idrissou. Gladbach's crowd very happy with Idrissou so far since arriving in summer from Freiburg on a free transfer as well. One goal on his very first game in that 1-1 draw on day one against Nuremberg, and also a goal in the DFB Pokal, the German FA Cup. Bradley. Philip Dams. Arango, the Venezuelan captain. Dams. Just went over the top of his boot. Michael Fronzek not agreeing with the officials. Cadlet stopped by Levels. Nicely done, good challenge. That one was too. Well, trying to win it back, but Mr. Stark reckons it was an unfair challenge from Mikhail Cadlet, or Mikhail Cadlet. Vidal landed rather awkwardly on the arm after the tackle there with Torben Marks. So 16 minutes into the game at the moment. We've had a close chance for Gladbach, but offside with Idrissou working well. An excellent header from Stefan Kiesling that was stopped by Logan Bailly, the keeper for Gladbach. And fact is that Borussia Mönchengladbach haven't won a game against Leverkusen since March the 5th, 1994. Yes, it is 16 years. So, thirsty work, even when you're on the bench. That's the world champion with Germany, by the way, in 1974. Your Pinkers. So Idrissou can't get the touch, but Tobias Levels on the ball now for Gladbach. Hermann. Nice change of wings. Not a bad effort from Bradley to flick that one through to Juan Arango, but they've lost control in midfield. Barnetta. Levels with a good challenge. Hermann. Tobias Levels, just 22 years of age. There he is. Patrick Helmers, the man we were talking about just before the start of the game. Regarded as being one of the huge striking talents in Germany, and has had suffered so many injuries, it's unbelievable. One of the reasons, did I say Gladbach? Leverkusen, of course, haven't fielded him for some time. He missed the World Cup. He was certainly one of the players that was on Jogi Löw's list. And then last season, everything fell apart. Managing just 12 games, Patrick Helmers. Idrissou. Well, Gonzo Castro may have fouled his opponent, but Idrissou on the ball now. Gladbach looking sharp, and it's in there for 1-0. 19 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock, and in steps Patrick Hermann. his second ever Bundesliga goal. And the 19-year-old with the visiting team, Borussia Mönchengladbach, making Leverkusen 0, Gladbach 1. Now that's where Arango thought he should have had a free kick. And then Idrisu comes back to win the ball. And in the area, both Kadlec and the skipper, Sami Hyypiä, can't stop the young 19-year-old coming in to chip it so easily into the back of the net. Tapped in by the 19-year-old, Gladbach 1, Leverkusen 0. Patrick Herrmann, the goal scorer. Interesting refereeing from the man with the whistle between his teeth, Wolfgang Stark, the 40-year-old. Allowed play to continue where the Gladbach supporters thought they should have had a free kick, and then in steps Mohamedou, the man they call Mo Idrisu, to claim that ball for his own, and well read by the young 19-year-old Patrick Herrmann. Leverkusen not quite awake in the early stages of the game in the back four. They will reply. This is Kiesling with Dante. Well, the man that looks as though he could have been a musician with the Jackson 5 clears that one nicely. Idrisu. Leverkusen have got problems here. Goal scorer Patrick Herrmann. Not taking any chances. Stefan Reinhardt. Well, surely Sami Hyypiä must have learned a bit of German in his year here at Leverkusen to have said something. That's where Arango thought he'd been fouled. One back by Idrisu against Arturo Vidal. Corner, next opportunity! Oh, what a fluff from Bradley. Looked to be so easy. If he kept it down, the delivery from the post from Marco Reus from the corner post, and then as the ball was flicked on, nobody was with Bradley. Bit of a commotion on the D itself. Header from Bradley. Augusto. And the next diving clearance for another corner, this time from Torben Marks. Michael Ballack in there again, the man who can really head a ball. Delivery not coming through though. Castro. And that's it, the equaliser. Dirdiok steals into the area. Jupp Heynckes looks cool enough. It's 1-1, game on in the 24th minute. Less than 4 minutes after the opening goal from Patrick Herrmann, the Swiss international Erin Dirdiok steps in to make it 1-1. As the cross comes in, it was a beautiful header, wasn't it, from Dirdiok? Gonzo Castro picks out the Swiss international. He picks his spot between the back of the net. Bailly, no chance. 1-1 at Leverkusen. Well, Dirdiok managed 2 goals in the Cup and the DFB Pokal on his second appearance this season in the Bundesliga. His first of the campaign, and it was a great one too. Well, football supporters out there, wherever you are watching this one, it looks as though we're in for an interesting game between these two. Leverkusen have scored more Bundesliga goals against Borussia than any other team in the Bundesliga. 102 goals all in all. It's 103 now. Royce. Nicely taken again by Idrisu. He really is a tricky character. And Leverkusen at the back are falling apart. Adler steps out to clear that one away now. Skipper Hoopier can't be happy with the performance so far. Mo Idrisu making it look oh so easy. Foul from Castro. Hoopier's header. Bonnet out to the left for Cutlets. Sidesteps levels. Well, Bonnet no way through there. Got a toe to it to Orban Marks. Back now, though, with Barnetta. No, dead giveaway from Vidal. Dams. Marks. Bradley. He's got levels on the far side. Marks. Royce. I think Royce will go alone. Manages to find levels, and that's out for another corner. Surely. Well, the referee and his assistant a lot closer to the ball than we are. That's where Vidal was beaten by Mo Idrisu. Looks up, sees young Patrick Herrmann in the centre. And this is the reply 4 minutes later. Brilliant header indeed. Gets in front of his opponent, Philippe Darms, the Belgian, Erin Dirdiok, to make it 1-1. Levels not able to control Dirdiok. Darms. Oh, give away from the Belgian. Stefan Kiesling. Dante's with him. Oh, he pushed him too, didn't he? Well, I think he thinks he should possibly have had a claim for a penalty. There was a push. Let's have a look again. Well, body contact. It's the way his right arm moved that looks as though he helped him along his way. Lovely footwork here. He's playing well, young Herrmann. What a good ball though for Bradley. Castro. So, Ballack takes the pace out of the game. Vidal. Dirdiok. Too many players around him in white shirts and white socks. Arango. Again, a good ball for Idrissou. It's the kind of player that we've needed in this team, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Already a personal favourite of the crowd. A true goal-getter. Last season for Freiburg managed 9 goals. I think we shall see more in this campaign for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Well, that, I thought, was offside. Definitely. Stefan Kiesling, country mile offside, surely. Roel Brewers, 28-year-old Dutchman. Last season, 8 goals. And strange but true, Roel Brewers was the leading goal scorer for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Just to underline the statement I said before, the fans are very pleased that Mo Idrissou is here. Also, Marco Reus managed 8 goals, but he's a striker. Bradley, nicely done. Well worked out with Juan Arango. Bradley's delivery, and Hoops lost it. Marco Reus. Balak's header. Torben Marks got his own man. Counter-attack with Barnetta. Kiesling. End-to-end stuff, this. And again, Kiesling steals into the area. Bailly gets there first. Good ball as well. Well seen by Arturo Vidal. Man of the match last time out in that 2-0 victory for Dortmund. Well, both Ballack and Castro complaining to the referee, but anyone who knows that referee, Wolfgang Stark, knows that he's never, ever going to back down. And he's absolutely right. His decision correct. As far as I'm concerned, Jupp Heynckes can jump up and down the sidelines as well. That was an outstretched boot, even if there was ball contact. Ballack's ball intercepted by Dante. Cadlets. And again, another, oh, what a terrific header! Logan Bailly saved by the goalpost, or the, the woodwork. What an amazing header from Stefan Kiesling, out of the blue. He's just outside the edge of the box. That was a brilliant flick to get that one towards goal. The crossbar saves the day for Gladbach. Levels. Reus. Levels can't quite get that pass for Patrick Herrmann through. That might have been an interesting move down the right wing there. They're looking very sharp with Herrmann and Levels down the right wing. Ballack. Cadlets. Hüppier. Reinhardt. Augusto. Kadlec. Barnetta. Nice run from Kadlec. He's got a corner out of it. This is that attempt again. What a fantastic header that was from Stefan Kiesling. That would have been goal of the month, most certainly. Bailly was off his line. That corner from Leverkusen not used to its full advantage. Throw in Barnetta. Ballack. Augusto. Juan Arango, the Venezuelan captain, knocks it out for yet again another corner for Leverkusen. Starting to get their flow in this game now. Hoops up there as well. Punch from Bailly. Well, a bit of holding from both players. But the referee has given the yellow to Castro. His 151st Bundesliga match here today for the 23-year-old Gonzalo Castro. But Marco Reus made quite sure that that arm was held onto as well. Put it this way, he invited him. Pass from Bradley. Flick header from Idrissou. Arango. Whoa, well, he's got the side netting. Managed 2 goals last season in his very first Bundesliga season after arriving from Mallorca back in 2009. Played every single game as well. Dirdiok doing an awful lot of work today, apart from scoring goals. Reinhardt. Ballack. So, where do they go from here? Kadlec down the left-hand side. It's now the chance. Oh, Arturo Vidal just stopped in the nick of time. Excellent work by Renato Augusto. Idrissou. Reus can't get there. Sami Hyypiä. Levels. A little stretch for Idrissou. Castro. Haven't seen Castro that often down this right wing. Normally his speciality. Ballack. That's Ballack country. If he can get it back. Oh, couldn't quite get it there, Stefan Kiesling. Bradley. Too casual, but Idrissou's still there. And Stefan Reinhardt's not looking that confident today, and that's got to be, surely! Brilliant save from René Adler. Michael Bradley showing his class, and Gladbach is at the same time looking very dangerous indeed. Corner Gladbach. Brilliant stuff. Marco Reus with a first-time volley from just inside the box. Take a look at this one. Not an easy ball to take. Again, René Adler gets there. This is the last Bad pass here from Reinhardt. Hermann, Bradley, and Rennie Adler. And again, the second ball comes back. And it's gone in on the rebound. Adler can't hold it. It was Torben Marks with the initial strike towards goal. And again, it is the phantom, the defender, Roel Brewers. 8 goals last season, and now he scores his first of this campaign. This was a shot from Torben Marks. Rennie Adler. And the big defender, the 28-year-old Dutchman, Roel Brewers, in the right place at the right time as a true striker, and that man is a centre-back. Roel Brewers, the leading goal scorer with Royce last season, steps in to give Gladbach the lead. 2-1 in Leverkusen. I wonder how long it's going to take before Roel Brewers plays for the Oranje, for the Dutch team. Less than 5 minutes to go in this game at the moment, and I will state that it won't end 2-1. Hupje with a header. Juan Arango starting to enjoy himself down this left wing. Royce enjoys himself every day when he's on the pitch. He was born to play football. Philip Dahms. Away by Augusto. Dante. Bradley. Too much room in midfield. Tobias Levels, good pass. And again, Rennie Adler really involved in this game. Great work from Bradley, from Levels. And Mo Idrissou was ready to stab that one home. Hupje. Well, you have to start asking questions whether some of the players on the pitch here for Leverkusen are maybe a little tired after that game on Thursday. Travelling away from home in the Ukraine. Gladbach are the better team now, with 2 minutes towards the half-time whistle. If they can hang on to this 2-1 lead, that really will be a moral booster for them. And again, a brilliant strike that almost catches Bailly off guard. Tranquillo Barnetta. Another one that could have been. It's the one that went away. It was a fish, the one that got away. Look at the defence from Leverkusen. Not one single defender. The offside trap is certainly not working, and they might even concede another one. Too many white shirts and white socks. Can't get a ball in, and they have! Oh, brilliant, Mr. Hermann. You have now just put the words into my mouth. That is the goal of the month. 44 minutes dead on the clock, and Patrick Hermann scores his second of the game with Leverkusen in tatters. Mo Idrissou waiting for the ball, but brilliant work from Arango. And somehow Hoops can't get there either. Idrissou just got in his way. And then when Leverkusen were complaining that they should have had a free kick. Young Patrick Herrmann wasn't bothered. He saw his opportunity. Take a look again. If anything, it could have been a penalty. Gladbach, Bailly, and all the supporters celebrating a 3-1 win. Great work, Mr. Fronzek. And hello, Patrick Herrmann. Welcome to the Bundesliga. Just his 15th Bundesliga game in his career. And now he's got his first ever brace, and he's deserved it. Well, that was an amazing first half. I'm sure you will agree. Let's take a look at this one again. That could have been a foul from Hüppier. And when everyone was complaining, Patrick Herrmann decided to do what he's been paid to do, play football. And then it came off, I think, the back of Michael Ballack, and in for the 3-1 lead at half-time. Herrmann, Derdiok, Brewers, Herrmann, Leverkusen trailing by 2 goals. We're going to take a 15-minute break. Don't go away. This is the Bay Arena and 30,000 here enjoying this one. I am too. My name's Gary Preston. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in the second half.
Euro 2012 qualifiers this weekend live on Setanta Sports. After a disappointing World Cup, England's journey to Poland and Ukraine begins with a tough test against Bulgaria at Wembley Stadium.
Just like that, England go 1-up through Lovely King. Oh, what a goal that is!
Plus, watch the Republic of Ireland's opening game against Armenia.
Lovely King has done it for the Republic of Ireland!
Euro 2012 qualifiers this weekend live on Setanta Sports.
The J-League on Setanta Sports.
Get football? Get over 750 exclusive matches this season on Setanta Sports, including Serie A, Bundesliga, SPL, the FA Cup, Euro 2012 qualifiers, South American football, the J-League, and so much more. Get football, get Setanta Sports.
Football supporters from around the world, welcome back here to the second half. And here's the hero as far as Gladbach supporters are concerned at the moment. 2 goals from Patrick Herrmann, the 19-year-old. Just the 15th Bundesliga game for him, and already goal number 3. 2 in 1 match against Leverkusen away from home. They are leading at the moment by 3 goals to 1. René Adler heavily involved in this game. And he had to be, because his complete defence has been letting him down, including Sami Hüppier, the skipper. Gonzalo Castro, the right back, simply non-existent at the moment. He's got the experience. He might be 23 years of age, but it's the 151st Bundesliga game here today for Gonzalo Castro. And down that right wing, the left wing for Gladbach, they've been torn apart. And as we saw that goal number 3 going in from Patrick Herrmann, that I know I said it could be goal of the month. Getting excited here, but well, the completely friends from Bayer Leverkusen just stopped playing. Obviously thought that the referee, Mr. Stark, might blow a whistle. He didn't. Gladbach continued to play, whereas Leverkusen decided to lay down and accept the fact that they've conceded another goal. So it's up to Leverkusen now to come back and show their home supporters that they are title candidates. But at the moment, it's again Idrissou, and again Gladbach with Marco Reus looking that little sharper. Idrissou's delivery coming off the feet of Sami Hyypiä, or almost. Not quite sure whether Idrissou wanted that one, but great pass indeed. Barnetta. Kiesling offside. Kiesling's header in the first half that ricocheted off the crossbar. Oh, that was a close call. It was indeed a brilliant strike from Leverkusen. We also saw an attempt by Aaron Dirdiok that was denied. The only goal scorer for Leverkusen in the first 45. Hyypiä. Kadlec. Ballack. Reinhardt and Mr. Gonzo Castro. Augusto. Vidal. Augusto. Castro. Stopped dead in his tracks by the USA international Bradley. Well, Idrissou still thumbs up, but Patrick Herrmann not able to reach the tall striker from the Cameroon. Tranquillo Barnetta. Fouled, says the referee, Mr. Stark. Herrmann the culprit. Good work from Levels. Ballack. What happened there? Ballack went down like a sack of potatoes as Idrissou obviously must have connected. Oh, dead-legged him, I think. Barnetta. Very cool, Mr. Dante. Been a very good signing, I think, Dante. Dante Bonfim Costa Santos, as he's called, the Brazilian. Arriving in January of 2009 from Standard Liège. Scored a goal in Leverkusen. Dante Bonfim Costa Santos. Minus just extended his contract, by the way, until 2014. So as far as I'm concerned, Gladbach's defence at the moment looking a lot better, not just on paper than Leverkusen, but on the pitch at the same time here today. It's up to Leverkusen strikers now to find some room behind that defence. And Ballack, after a misplaced pass, is angry with somebody. Levels. Adler just hesitated for a second. Levels header, then Bradley. Vidal. Kiesling. Blocked nicely by Dante. Idrissou to Reus. Arango. Good ball. Difficult ball to control from the man from Cameroon, Mo Idrissou. Over enthusiastic, and then helping Miguel Cadlets along the way. Kiesling. Dante was there, so too Bradley and Torben Marks. Two holding midfielders in white for Gladbach today, doing a fine job. This is Dante. Again, the Brazilian. Marks. A loose ball that Kiesling almost won, and that was a knock from Dante. I don't think there was any malice in the challenge, but Kiesling's down and injured, that right knee. Let's have a look. Both of them going for the ball and the knees collide. And he's still down injured at the moment, Stefan Kiesling. The top scorer and almost the best scorer in the Bundesliga. 21 goals last season. Knocked in 8 goals as well in the last 7 games that he played in for Jupp Heynckes and Leverkusen. So maybe Helmers will have to warm up a little quicker than he thought he would in this game. Gladbach supporters celebrating at the moment, and they can do. Their team have really shown us so far in this game that they are a team to be reckoned with at the moment. Certainly on today's performance. Not a great game, I thought, in day one's game against Nuremberg in that 1-1. So Kiesling grits his teeth together. Again, in midfield, dispossessed! And in the centre, Mo Idrissou almost got that one back from Royce. Barnetta. Not an easy ball to take. So Frontsek, the man is a player who's seen it all. 436 Bundesliga games as a player. And as a coach, quite a bit of experience as well. Before at Aachen and Bielefeld. Huppier having one of the worst games I've seen since he came into the Bundesliga back in 2009. Bradley. Royce. Bradley continues, and he was fouled from behind. I think the referee was contemplating dishing out a yellow card to Tranquillo Barnetta. Anyway, free kick it is. He certainly helped the American on the way. So René Adler, the 25-year-old, between the posts for Leverkusen. Can he keep this one out? 4 goals it will be, and that, at this stage of the game, might mean the end of the game for Leverkusen. We shall see. Dante, Arango. Also, Torben Marks is there. Arango. Oh, great shot! Great goal! 55 minutes and 30 seconds, and it's 4-1 for Gladbach against Leverkusen. Who would have thought that before today's game started? Gladbach haven't won a game against Leverkusen since March the 5th, 1994. And since then, There have been 14 victories for Bayer Leverkusen and 12 draws. And now, after this brilliant free kick strike from the Venezuelan captain, Juan Arango, it's Leverkusen 1, Gladbach 4. René Adler stretched, but even the long arms of the German international can't reach that one. 4-1 on 56 minutes, away from home against the bogey team. Anything can happen in football, we know that. Ooh, that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Mr. Stark agrees. Torben Marks will not. But he collects the yellow for that challenge in the box, holding. Now, having seen that again from behind, certainly in that slow motion, I'm not sure. There was some contact there, but it wasn't enough for a penalty. And I will agree here with Torben Marks. Well, can this be the turning point for Leverkusen? We shall see. It's going to be Arturo Vidal or Ballack. Just have a night. It's going to be Vidal. Vidal. And they've pulled one back. 4-2. First goal of the campaign for Arturo Vidal. No chance for the keeper, Logan Boy, sent in the wrong way. Well taken penalty. 6 goals already now, and we haven't played an hour yet. Oh, this is turning out to be an absolute thriller. I still think a very dubious decision from Wolfgang Stark, that penalty. Marks, Bradley, Dante, Dams. Juan Arango will take the free kick. Headed by Hupia. Not really cleared, that header. Got a chance to redeem himself 2-3 times and still beaten. Forward by Levels. Room for Royce for the delivery! Fantastic, but not good enough to stop it going in by Mohamedou Idrissou. A brilliant save by René Adler. And Idrissou does what he has to do. Step in and knock it into the back of the net to make it 5-2. Royce with a delivery. Again, the defence from Leverkusen at 6s and 7s. Arango's initial shot was brilliantly saved here by René Adler, but the ball springs back, and where was Leverkusen's defence to clear it away? He will not be complaining. Michael Fonsek. Leverkusen 2, Gladbach 5. And we've still got 30 minutes to go. Well, this game is turning out to be a football Hitchcock. Cadlet's long ball forward. How will Leverkusen react to this one then? When that penalty was knocked in from the spot by Arturo Vidal on 58 minutes to make it 4-2, you had that feeling that, maybe Leverkusen will be coming back into this one now. And then all of a sudden they fall asleep again in the defence. Can't really blame Adler, I think, for that one. That shot that came in from Arango had a lot of pace on it. But nobody was with Mo Idrissou, and they know he's a predator. And some big boys in that defence from Leverkusen. Corner for the visiting team. Juan Arango. Header away by Hupia. So, reacting now. Jupp Heynckes, which he has to do. Tranquillo Barnetta. 18 times he's been taken off the pitch. Last season comes off again. And it looks as though Ballack's coming off as well. Bender coming off for him. No, it hasn't been a good performance from Michael Ballack here today. So Bender and Jurgensen, the two new players on the pitch here for Leverkusen. Lars Bender, a German under-21 international. Nikolai Jurgensen, a Danish under-19 international. Logan Bailly, the Belgian international, clears. So Jurgensen is an all-round attacking forward. Playing his very first Bundesliga match, by the way, now. And Lars Bender is the midfielder who will take over the position that Ballack has left. So basically, Jurgensen, I'm pretty sure, will be more down the left wing for Barnetta. With Dirdiok, as always, just about everywhere, and Kiesling up front hoping for a loose ball to knock into the back of the net. And it's a tall order. They need 3 goals to claim a point out of this one. Jupp Heynckes, with all the experience he's had, both as a manager and as a player, looks a little at loss at the moment. 65 minutes gone. Free kick Leverkusen. Oh, they won't score like that. Spectacular diving header from Kadlec. Castro. Haven't heard that name for a while. Kiesling beaten by Dante, but too many shirts around him. Bradley comes to the rescue as well. And Kiesling with a striker foul. Including last season, Borussia Mönchengladbach, by the way, have failed to win any of their last 10 away games. Statistics are there to be changed, and it looks as though that will be the case today. Cadlets. Dante just almost let that one slip away, but well covered by the Dutchman. Brewers. Two balls on the pitch, one's enough. The ball that's called the Tour Fabric, by the way, the brand new ball from Adidas. That's the, roughly translated, it means the goal factory. We've got a goal factory at the moment. There it is. Leverkusen 2, Gladbach 5. Again, Idrisu up front, trying to find some room behind that defence. This time, Reinhardt's cleared. Cadlets. That's the new man, the young 21-year-old Lars Bender. Kiesling. Dirdiok. Where do we go from here? Not a bad ball. Jurgensen. Morten Jurgensen. Just came at the beginning of the season. Offside here, signalised by Mr. Mike Pickle, and he got it right. 19-year-old who came from the Danish club Akademisk Bold Club. Yes, I thought who? Levels. Well, the crowd really enjoying this one at the moment, and Borussia Mönchengladbach supporters are renowned for having very loud and strong voices, and they are supporting their team here away from home at the moment, with Leverkusen's supporters a little bit deadened by the silence, put it that way. Royce, Arango having a good game today. Royce again. Leverkusen defence doubling back, and where are they? They're absolutely nowhere. Royce has stabbed a dagger into the heart of Bayer Leverkusen. They are being trounced at home by Gladbach by 6 goals to 2. This is a rout. Leverkusen's defence is non-existent. Reinhardt's was nowhere near his opponent, Marco Reus. The little whirlwind gets a big goal. The first of his campaign. Last season, 8 goals in his 33 first Bundesliga matches that he had. He really is a huge talent, and Adler, I don't think, has ever let in 6 goals in his career. I wonder if Manuel Neuer is sitting at home and rubbing his hands together. Ooh, Bailly let it slip, and in it goes from Kiesling, but was he fouled? Yes, he was. Well, I thought he was fouled, the goalkeeper. You can take a look at this one again. Let's have a look. He backs into them. Now, the question is, did he have hold of the ball or not? Let's have a look again. He's been pushed away. He backs into him. That is the goalkeeper's area. Now, Kiesling, of course, is entitled to go for that ball, but he turned his back on him. Straight into the keeper. Now, I don't know what you think out there, all you football fans, but in my opinion, that shouldn't have been allowed. Stefan Kiesling scores on 71 to pull one back. And now the scoreline is Leverkusen 3, Gladbach 6. So, where are the next 10 goals coming from? Well. Nikolaj Jørgensen on his very first Bundesliga match here since arriving from Denmark. Quite possibly should have put that one away. This is absolutely amazing. So let's give this game here on 71 minutes a bit of room to breathe. Barlic is coming on for Vidal. So the last substitute now for Bayer Leverkusen, with maybe with stoppage time 20 minutes ago. And it's still not over with yet. All of a sudden, Gladbach starting to wobble themselves at the back here. That is Hanno Barlic, the man that returned to this club from Hanover. Left Leverkusen in 2002. Or from 2002, sorry, to 2005, where he then went to Mainz, and then to Hanover, and back in summer, here to Leverkusen. Well, football fans, it's not over with yet. The question is there enough power in this Leverkusen team to come back from this kind of deficit? Ballack at the moment cannot be happy with his performance and with the performance of the team. Away by the Dutchman Brewers. And every credit to Leverkusen at the moment. They haven't given up, you can see that. The body language is there. They've got the support of the home team. If they come back in this game, I think it's the comeback of the century. We saw a fantastic game yesterday, by the way, as well. Maybe you saw that one. Wolfsburg against Mainz. The return of Diego. It was 3-0. And at the end, they lost against Mainz by 4-3. Probably got 2 more goals in this one than that now. 9 goals already. Leverkusen 3, Gladbach 6. A couple more goals and we've got a rugby result here. So, Raoul Bobadilla is coming on. Has been a starter last season for so many games. And off comes Juan Arango, I think, had a great game here today. Oh, what a great free kick that was from him. That was on 56 minutes to make it 4-1. Seems like a long time ago. Collects the applause as well from the home team, and it's still not over with. Bayer was there. Raoul Bobadilla from Argentina. Can he get his name on a score sheet as well? 23 years of age, also a year at the club now. It came from Grasshoppers from Zurich. Parked in Switzerland after leaving River Plate. Managed 4 goals last season in those 30 games that he played for his new club. Interesting centre forward. Kiesling is still hobbling at the moment, and Leverkusen have already dished out all the cards they have. Certainly the ones that Jupp Heynckes had up his sleeve. We did see Helmers warming up at one point in this game. And now we've had Balic, Bender and Jurgensen, so all three substitutes have been used, which means Kiesling will have to grit his teeth together. Renato Augusto. Well, Dante's not taking any captives, that's for sure. Free kick now for Augusto, for Leverkusen. That was the header away by Bradley. Still in possession. Good work from Bender, and he was brought down. Continue to play. And don't stop. Somebody shouting down at the bottom. Not quite sure whether that was Heynckes or not. Something we're seeing on a few occasions in this game where Leverkusen seem to stop playing when they think they should have a free kick. What an amazing game. Michael Fronzek, the head coach from Gladbach himself, as a player in the Bundesliga, made his debut back in 1983 when his boss was called Jupp Heynckes. At the moment, he's showing his old boss, though, how to play football. He's got his tactics completely right. Oh, that was a good ball through. And great challenge from Bailly, who somehow scrapes the ball out of the area, and not 1 second too soon. Kadlec. Urgency in the game. They got no other alternative. Levels. Brought down by Kadlec. Trying to say that he's deaf, he can't understand him. Now, he did get the ball, but the challenge came from behind. Levels went down under that challenge. Correct decision, 79 minutes gone, and it's still just 6-3 for Gladbach. Could have been more. Start complaining now. So, the next change and the applause is yours. Patrick Herrmann, 2 goals today. Just the 15th Bundesliga game, and what a way to celebrate it. So, Schachten comes on, he's a right back, but also a midfielder. Put it this way, he's a wing back, so he can be used as a winger as well. 25-year-old Sebastian Schachten. Oh, loose ball in the area now. He's looking for a penalty, isn't he? It's a corner. Dirdiok trying to take the opportunity. I think poor old Marks would have been very unlucky indeed. He's still going in there towards goal. Kadlec with a header. Bailly right behind it. Maybe a little lucky. Or was it the header from Dirdiok? Not quite sure that. A spirited performance from Borussia Mönchengladbach here today. Well, you're never too old to learn. Jupp Heynckes seeing a team, or his team, put it that way, Leverkusen are really being torn apart in this match between these two. And it's still not over with. 9 minutes remaining. Dante. Gonzalo Castro beaten to the ball again. Bobadilla shields it off all the way. Cleverly done by the Argentinian. And it's another corner for Gladbach, and more importantly, they're in possession. Time really is ticking away. I know it sounds like a cliche, but with 8 minutes remaining, they've got 3 goals to score, Leverkusen. It looks as though this could be the first win in 16 years for Gladbach. And I'm being, as you can imagine at the moment, a little cautious with what I'm saying here, because 3 goals in 3 minutes in this game is more than possible and could be probable. Can they get a last-ditch effort? A couple of consolation goals, get the crowd rallying behind them. If they score a goal in the next minute, then maybe, who knows? Doesn't it sound ridiculous to say that? As I just said before, in this game, nothing is impossible. Bradley. Kiesling. Was the striking force. Dirdiok now. Away by Brewers. And Gladbach more than eager to keep that ball in Leverkusen's half. Bobadilla. So the last substitution now for Gladbach as well. And he will receive some applause too. Another fantastic performance. He scored the 6-2. Marco Reus, the 21-year-old. First goal of the season. It was a beauty. And a player, I think, who you'll have to write down in your little book. A man for the future for the German national team as well. A German under-21 international, Marco Reus. Neustädter comes on for him. 22-year-old comes on for his first appearance in this game. He managed 2 games as a late substitute in the last campaign. Five minutes to go. That was the new man with the number 2, Schachten, to the other new man with the number 9, Bobadilla. Huppier. No. Well, he won it back. Or at least kept the ball in Leverkusen's half. Bit of a nightmare for Leverkusen and for Huppier in this game today. Schachten, Bradley. Idrisu, Marks. Attempted flick from Schachten. So Gladbach supporters now just enjoying these final 4 minutes of the game. The olays from the visiting supporters are heard all around this stadium, the Bay Arena. And at the moment, it looks as though it's bye-bye Leverkusen. Another long ball. Idrisu will be happy to keep it in that corner. Oh, very clever. Looked at his opponent as if to say, you know where this one's going, Castro, don't you? Corner, mate. So, Neustetter to take this. The next opportunity. Bradley. Gladbach's midfield quite happy to keep that ball where it is. And I think with 3 minutes on the clock, we can say now that this is the first victory for Gladbach in 16 years. Not only that, it is the 100th home loss in the Bundesliga for Leverkusen. Just to put salt into the wounds. Kind of round figures that you don't celebrate. Really is amazing, you know, that last season Leverkusen went undefeated in the first 24 games of the Bundesliga. 24 matches on the run, undefeated. A new Bundesliga record previously held by Bayern Munich. The team that were table toppers, 16 match days. And then in the second half of the campaign, everything fell apart. Still managed, though, position number 4. And now they're in the Europa League, where they will be facing Atletico Madrid, the title holders, Aris Saloniki and Rosenborg Trondheim. That is a tough group. Well, I have to ask a question. Will any of those teams be as good as Gladbach here today? Spirited performance, he too heavily involved. Torben Marks, who I think was a little unlucky with that foul that resulted in the penalty, but he won't be complaining at the end of the day. Jupp Heynckes has just heard, as we have as well, that 2 minutes have been added on to the 90 that are almost gone now. It doesn't make any difference. Any goals coming now are just cosmetic. Bradley. Just saw the eyes of Frontsek going up to the clock here. 90 up, 2 to go. He is ready to dance up and down that touchline, I think, with his players, and could be a bit of a party tonight, because next week there's no Bundesliga. None of the leagues are playing next week. It's time for the internationals. Look at that, a historic scoreboard. The bogey team, Borussia Mönchengladbach, beats Leverkusen. It's the highest home loss since 1988, this game for Leverkusen, back in March. And that was a 6-1 defeat against Hanover. So at least they've got a couple more goals than that defeat back in 1988. But all the same, it really has been a poor performance from Leverkusen. And let's take nothing away from Gladbach. An excellent performance from them. Setanta, as far as Bender. In from Augusto, Kiesling trying to get ahead to it. Claims that he's been pushed again, but hey, the final whistle. Let's put an end to the pain that Leverkusen supporters must be feeling at the moment. Jupp Heynckes, well, he's seen so much in his Bundesliga career, but this defeat today is one of the worst he's ever had as a coach. Bayer Leverkusen go down big time against Borussia Mönchengladbach, losing by 6-3. A fine performance from Gladbach. Frontek's team got everything right. Here are the goal scorers. A whole host. Read it for yourself. It was Patrick Herrmann, though, the man that got it all started. He managed 2 goals in this game. Royce scored, Idrissou scored, Juan Arango scored. Raul Brewers, the defensive man, the man who scored 8 goals last season, he got on the score sheet as well. And then we had 3 from Leverkusen with Kiesling, Derdiok and Vidal. All to no avail. 3 points in the bag, and it's been deserved. The first win here from Gladbach against Leverkusen since March the 5th, 1994. My name's Gary Preston. Look after yourselves, and don't forget, keep that ball rolling. Join us again here with the Bundesliga, the league that produced the most goals last season than any other league in Europe. And we might be on for that one again. Till next time, bye-bye now.
Get football? Get up to 4 live Serie A matches every week, plus a comprehensive lineup of programming, daily news and highlights. Get football? Get Setanta Sports.
The J-League on Setanta Sports.
Get football? Get over 750 exclusive matches this season on Setanta Sports, including Serie A, Bundesliga, SPL, the FA Cup, Euro 2012 qualifiers, South American football, the J-League, and so much more. Get football, get Setanta Sports.